subscribe my channel, press the bell icon and stay tuned with me. You will get the all notifications immediately. Press the bell icon.
So, dear students, welcome back. Today we are going to discuss very particular topic, that is the formation of Yangtze mountains. And this particular topic is relevant for class 9 NCERT or CBSE students as well as also class 11. So, in this particular, this is the video number 2. It is the video number 2 on this topic. Earlier, I have given already another detailed study regarding the class 9 physical surroundings of India, and in that condition we have read about the different physical features which are found in India. But here we are going to discuss about the very particular thing related to the Yangtze mountain, formation of Yangtze mountain. So the students, those who yet not seen my the video number 1 regarding this, you are requested to see this one, then you will see this one, otherwise you cannot understand it very properly. So we are going to discuss the formation of the Yangtze mountain. For the Yangtze mountain, fold mountain, what is the characteristics of the fold mountains? First of all, we will discuss this one. Fold mountains, from the fold word you can understand there are lots of folds. Those folds, those which are used to generate in the nature by what? By the sediments. Where the sediments they used to accumulate, in a particular place, that is referred as the geosyncline. What is the meaning of a geosyncline? Geosyncline means a particular depression. So before going to the discussion about the formation of the Yangtze mountains, we have to keep in mind some of the points in our mind. What they are? First of all, the plate boundaries are very much important. What type of plate boundary is concerned or is associated to it? We know there are 3 types of plate boundaries. What they are? Convergent plate boundaries, divergent plate boundaries and transform plate boundaries. So I am writing here that by very particular, that is convergent. Convergent plate boundary is very much important for the formation of Yangtze mountain. So at the time of knowing what is convergent plate boundary, convergent plate boundary refers such type of plate boundary in which the 2 portion of the plates they come to each other and they usually collide to each other. Means this is such type of. What is this? Convergent plate means, if we consider the 2 plate boundaries, it is a plate, another plate. When they have movement towards each other, means they are going to collide to each other. That is what is the convergent plate boundary. In this type of convergent plate boundary, we will see there is the formation of Yangtze mountains. So Yangtze mountains they used to form in the convergent plates. Convergent plates where they merge to each other, when they collide to each other, these particular portions, these particular 2 edges or the margins of the continents, they usually collide and they used to break down. There is also the possibility of what? There is also the possibility of such type of condition. Such type of condition means which is the heavier they used to go inside of the earth interior, which is the comparatively light material made up by the light material. They usually remain upper side. And in this particular portion, we used to see the formation of geosyncline. What is the meaning of geosyncline? Geosyncline means a depression which used to create in the boundary of the convergent plates. That is what is the geosyncline. So geosyncline, after the formation of the geosyncline, so geosyncline, what is the shape of the geosyncline? If we consider such type, that is geosyncline. So geosyncline has been formed due to the collision between the two plates, that is what is the convergent plate. After that, what will happen? We know inside the earth interior there is a particular type of current, particular type of force used to active, that is referred as the conventional current. So this type of currents are referred as the conventional current. Conventional current. So from the two sides, from the all sides, we are getting that the conventional currents are acting. Second of all, this geosyncline usually turned into a shallow water body. So water body, here I am writing WB, means water body. They turns into the water body, and the sediments, they used to get accumulated in this particular portion from the two sides of the continents. So when the sediments, they are going to be accumulated in this particular portion in the geosyncline, it will be filled up. So stage 1, that is the formation of geosyncline and accumulation of sediments. Stage 2, what we are getting? Due to the sedimentation here, what we are getting? We are getting this particular portion will be filled up and the pressure in it will increase. So what will happen? I am trying to explain you with the diagram what will happen. So after filling of this geosyncline by the sediments, obviously the pressure from the upper side will increase. Side by side it will be pulled by gravitation towards the downward side. Means this geosyncline will go further interior portion of the earth interior due to the pressure as well as also pulling by the gravity. And from the sides we are getting the active condition of the conventional currents, which are also extracting the sideward pressure. So sideward pressure leads to the formation of what? Leads to the formation of less void. So this void, what was the void of this one? It is going to be reduced. The void, it is going to be reduced due to the pressure. If we take the example of the balloon, suppose if you take the if you fill the water inside a balloon, what will the condition? The bladder or the balloon, it will go downward side, and obviously the upper portion of the bladder, upper portion of the balloon, it will reduce in void. So it's the same condition will be found in case of the geosyncline. So geosyncline, when it is going to be shrink in the void, we will see in the third stage, that is the formation of some of the folds. Some of the folds they used to develop. So at the time of creation of such folds, we are getting that the three forces, conventional currents from the two sides, gravitation pull, the pressure from the upper side. All these are related to what? Related to creation some of the sediments, some of the folds in the sediments. That is, such folds are referred as what? Such folds lead to the formation of young fold mountain. Such folds leads to the formation of what? Young fold mountain. So I think it is clear to you what is the process of the formation of young fold mountain. So first of all, we have to keep in mind the plate boundary which is related to it, that is convergent, means they will come to each other. In the next stage, there will be the formation of the geosyncline. What is the meaning of the geosyncline? Geosyncline is the shallow water body. Water body will be created, means depression will be created, and such depression usually filled by the sediments. When it is going to be filled by the sediments side by side, the conventional currents are also present. Gravitation also pulling the geosyncline towards the next layer, towards the more interior portion of the earth crust, and the pressure of the sediments also pressurizing it to go downward side. So three factors are acting all together, and the accumulated materials, means the sediments, they will be get folded due to such condition, and that folds leads to the formation of the mountain. Such mountains are referred as young fold mountain. So in case of the Himalaya, if you take the example of the Himalaya, now we are going to discuss in the context of the Himalaya. So Himalaya formation, the Himalaya formation is also concerned, is also associated to it. What we are getting? We are getting the example of the geosyncline, that is already written here, Tethys. So plate boundaries, in case of 1 by 1, the plate boundaries, the two convergent plate boundaries, obviously you know the earlier earth, it was divided into the two types, mainly the two portions, that is known as the Gondwana land and Angora land. Apart from this very particular fact, that the Indo-Australian plate, from the Indo-Australian plate, this particular portion of the young fold mountain has been developed, means that the southern side of India at present, which is known as the peninsular part, that came to nearer to the northern part of present day Indian subcontinent. So the two convergent plates, one is Indo-Australian plate, Indo-Australian plate, that is the convergent plates, and next one, geosyncline has been formed. Geosyncline, that is name is Tethys. So geosyncline Tethys, it was a water body which was filled by the sediments carried out by the Gondwana land and Angora land respectively, and the two portions of the particular landmass. And the lots of rivers, they used to pour, they used to march in this fall in this particular section, that leads to the huge sedimentation in Tethys. And side by side all other factors leads to the formation of what? Formation of the Himalaya. So young fold mountain means young. Why we are referring it young? Because it is comparatively new. That is why it is referred as the young. Why it is referred as the fold? It is referred as the fold because that particular mountain have the lots of folds, and such folds they used to get developed from where? They used to get developed from that particular kind of phenomenon, which phenomenon is related to the sedimentation, and sedimentation side by side the conventional currents and also the pressure and the gravitation, which is pulling the geosyncline towards the very interior portion. So the wide when it is going to be reduced, obviously there will be the creation of such folds. And we have to keep in mind, young fold mountains are made by what? Are made by generally the sediments. So we can say it is made by the sedimentary rock. In the next video, we will discuss about that the other facts related to the development of the different features of India. Thank you, and obviously you will subscribe, like my video and share it. Thank you.